This young Turbo G Big Cousin in the building. Turbo G Big Cousin. I just is our big cousin back with another video. Today might be a little different. I got the horrific case of Debbie Lynch, my guy. Might be something sad. Might be this is gonna be a twisted ass video, my guy. I'm gonna keep it like that, because now ain't nothing PG-13 about this shit, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the slow ass intro, my guy. But anyway, my guy, I'm a human. I make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it like that, because you know what I'm saying? Ain't no perfect human in 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I got flaws within me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it like that. But let's see what this video talking about, big cousin. And sit your cheeks down, get some popcorn, my guy, and let's watch this motherfucking video. 1, 2, 3. Excuse my language. Let's get it, big cousin.
This case takes place in the United Kingdom on the 29th of August, 2019. Debbie Leitch was a 24-year-old woman who lived in Blackpool. Debbie had Down syndrome and suffered with a number of other health issues. Because of this, she was described as vulnerable and was dependent on her mother, Elaine Clark. Debbie's mother and father broke up when she was just 5 years old, and Elaine weaponized Debbie against her father, Tom Leitch. She would make it incredibly hard for Tom to see Debbie. He made attempts to see his daughter, but Elaine would always find ways to stop it from happening. Visitation would be kept at a minimum. Elaine was Debbie's primary carer. She was registered as her carer and received payments so she would be able to fulfill this role for her daughter. Elaine had 3 other children, all of them with learning and physical difficulties. It's reported that the social services were very well aware of the family, due to Elaine's parenting. Those who knew her, even close family, viewed her as a selfish and lazy mother. Elaine and her children moved to Leeds in 2014, and then to Blackpool in 2016. It's reported that whilst living in Leeds, Debbie attended a care centre, went to college, had plenty of friends, and had a boyfriend. She was described by a support worker as shy, but was outgoing when she got to know someone, and by all accounts was somewhat happy. When they moved to Blackpool in 2016, Elaine did not allow Debbie to go to a new daycare centre, and Elaine stopped providing as much care, despite receiving enhanced benefits for caring for Debbie. In April of 2018, Debbie had a checkup from her GP. The GP became deeply concerned for her well-being when he noticed she had Norwegian scabies, a condition known to be associated with neglect. Debbie received treatment and was discharged. A follow-up appointment was required and set up, but Elaine did not bring Debbie in for the follow-up. Because of this, the hospital made a safeguarding referral to adult social services. However, nothing came of this, despite the concerns that Elaine was a neglectful carer before this even occurred. In autumn of 2018, social services began investigating Elaine due to her other daughter and grandson, who lived in her home with her too. The home was found to be an inadequate standard for them to live in. The court documents describe the filthy conditions of the home. Whilst this was being investigated, a file was also—
That mom got fucking issues, dog. She just a piece of shit, my guy. And I feel bad. That's why I say I fucking hate that. My guy, that you go fuck a bitch, my guy, get her pregnant, big cousin, and she could grow up to be a piece of fucking shit. Mom, my nigga. Like, bro, if you have a kid in a row, my guy, take care of your kids, my guy, because we didn't ask to be here, bro. A lot of people can't get that concept, my nigga. Like, bro, man, fuck this lady, bro. I already know what this story about to go out, my guy. It's not about to be a pleasant one. Fuck, man.
also opened for Debbie as they found that she was not registered to access a care centre. These care centres provided much relief for Elaine, allowed social services to keep a better eye on her, and would give Debbie a much needed social life. However, Elaine never followed up with the meetings that were set in place. There was a reason for this. The neglect had gotten much worse, and Elaine didn't want people to see the deterioration of Debbie. In 2019, family members and friends who visited Elaine's home saw the condition Debbie was in. Debbie had scabs on her body and had lost a considerable amount of weight. Debbie was known by those who knew her for her long hair, which she kept in good condition. Those close to her would later describe how she would often brush it to keep it looking perfect. But due to her clearly receiving an inadequate amount of nutrition, her hair was now
Man, I already knew the mom was crazy due to the first time, my God, that she was not letting the father who wanted to see his fucking kid around his kid, my God. That's how you know a female is crazy, bro. She got issues, my God. If a female do not allow their dad, you know what I'm saying, to be around their kid or not see their kid, that's a sign that she got issues. She crazy as fuck. She need to go get a checkup, my God. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, ain't no way a normal female gonna just not let their kids see their father if they don't got issues, bro. The mom had issues from the start, my God. I said I knew the direction the stories are gonna go from the start, my God, due to the first line what happened with the dad, you know what I'm saying? Boo fucking shit, by the way, my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have been fighting for my kid, bro. I don't have to give a fuck, bro. I'd been fighting for the ends of the earth, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Ain't giving up on this motherfuckers. My nigga, what the fuck, bro? Story is fucked up already, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I already know what the mom a piece of shit. God damn, my guy. Like, it's sad that anybody could just have fucking kids, my guy. I hate it that it's like that way, my nigga. Like, I hate it with a passion, bro. A lot of paid people don't deserve to have kids, my guy. Fuck, man. We live in a fuck world, my God. It's a fuck world, my God. It's a piece of shit. It could be beautiful at times, my God, but it just the people in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? God damn, the people in this bitch.
now short, thin,
animals, they fucking animals too, though.
Upon seeing Debbie in such a condition, the family expressed their concerns to Elaine, but these concerns were simply dismissed. In April of 2019, relatives came over again. They asked where Debbie was, but Elaine just told them that she was unwell and that no one was allowed to go into her room. Although, Elaine's niece didn't listen to this.
We can't go in our room? My God, that's a sign that something happened, bro. You telling me I can't go in the motherfucking room, my God? Yeah, something been up, bro. I'm talking too fucking much, bro. What happened?
Instead snuck away and entered Debbie's bedroom. What she found horrified her. The room was dark, untidy, and had a horrid smell. The niece walked further into the room to find Debbie in bed. She told Debbie to get up and to come downstairs. Debbie was incredibly frail. She was able to get up, but with great difficulty. Debbie struggled to walk as she made her way downstairs to the other relatives. She was crying. Her clothing was heavily soiled and appeared to be rotten. Elaine's sister told her that if she did not sort out Debbie's condition within the next 2 weeks, she would report her to the authorities. In the weeks that followed, Elaine assured her sister that Debbie's condition had improved. But this was a lie. In July, a party was held for Elaine's son. Relatives were told that Debbie was in her room and did not want to see anyone. They didn't believe a word of it, and they went to go and see Debbie in her room. As soon as they entered, they were hit by an appalling stench. Plates full of rotten food and dirty nappies surrounded her bed. Her skin was scabby and sore. The family confronted Elaine, but she rejected their concern. The family would later say that they could hear Debbie crying out for her.
I got fuck confronting, my nigga. Beat her ass, nigga. Like, bro, don't you see what's happening, my God, man? Fuck confronting. Nigga, I whooped her ass. You know what I'm saying? I just say, what the fuck is this shit? Bam! You know what I'm saying? Get a KO. Like, bro, come on, my guy. Man, y'all niggas need to... If the family didn't report this to CP, my nigga, then what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they sick fucks too. Like, my guy, you gotta... Man, this story is pissing me off, bro. You know how many times they ran into her, my guy, and they didn't do shit, bro? Like, come on, man. Get her to a CP, bro. What does CP mean, my guy? Get her some help, bro.
For her mother, but Elaine didn't go to her. They told Elaine that Debbie would die if she was left in those conditions for much longer. The family contacted social services. A safeguarding alert was sent to the family's GP, who visited that
You ain't a piece
evening.
of shit.
Elaine realized that they had called the authorities, so she quickly got Debbie out of her bed and brought her into the shower. With hot water and soap, she began to clean Debbie's skin. Her skin was covered in large sores and rashes. The hot water and soap.
Yeah, she's a piece of garbage, bro. You telling me now you want to put some action and take care of your daughter right when they... Man, what the... See, man, you stereotype. She's... Oh my God, man. Some people in this road just make me fucking sick, bro. Man, I hate some people on this planet, my God. This woman out of line, I love her a piece of garbage ass name is. I hate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And tell me this story, even though it's gonna turn
soap entering these wounds would have been incredibly painful. Debbie's siblings could hear her screaming in agony. Now clean, she dressed Debbie in oversized clothing to hide her frail frame. She managed to get her looking somewhat presentable before the doctor arrived. There was a knock at the door. Elaine greeted the doctor who came in to check on Debbie's well-being. She told the doctor that Debbie was having some trouble controlling her bowels and bladder, so she had given her nappies to wear. She said that her family had seen Debbie before her nappy had been changed, and that this was the reason for her being dirty. Elaine told the doctor that her family had overreacted and that there was nothing wrong. The doctor noticed some sores and some dry skin, but he did not diagnose scabies at the time. He left, and no further action was taken.
That doctor was cheap.
On the 1st of August, a pre-arranged visit occurred. Because these...
Somebody fired that piece of garbage ass doctor, bro. You cheeks, my nigga. You cheeks. Fire his piece of crap ass, man, nigga. You see, son? Niggas don't give a fuck.
Visits were pre-arranged. Elaine had time to clean Debbie and tidy her room so the authorities would not suspect a thing. Social services noted that Debbie did appear to be unwell, but noted that there were no serious concerns. It wasn't uncommon for Debbie's siblings to hear her crying. They would ask Elaine why their sister was upset, but Elaine just told them that Debbie was attention-seeking and to ignore her. Neighbours would also later say that they could hear Debbie crying. She could be heard shouting, "Mummy, Mummy," in her final days. These neighbours spoke with Elaine, but she just told them that Debbie was ill and to not worry about her cries. It would be on the 29th of August 2019 that Elaine called the emergency services to report that Debbie had been ill for a while and had passed away. A medical team was sent to Elaine's home. She told them that Debbie had not been eating or drinking for the last few days, and that she had found her dead in her room.
She killed that girl, bro.
The medical staff began walking up the stairs and entered into Debbie's bedroom. Immediately, they were hit with a foul odour. Debbie was lying on the floor in an unnatural position. Rigor mortis had set in. She was surrounded by her own feces. Maggots were found on the floor and near to Debbie's body, and her clothing was rotten. The medical staff couldn't believe the state Debbie's body was in. It was obvious that she had been neglected to an extreme degree. Debbie's face was covered in so many scabs that she was no longer recognizable. Her once luscious hair was incredibly thin, and large amounts of her...
Damn, dog, she suffered so much before her final moments, bro. Damn, man, I feel bad for some people on this planet, bro. The shit that they gotta go through. Nobody deserves this type of treatment, bro. Nobody. About to make me cry, dog. Damn, man. Rest in peace to Debbie, bro. Nobody deserves this type of treatment, dog. I would say, man. Damn, this is a tough one to watch, bro.
Her skin was missing due to ulceration. The scabies mites had been allowed to breed and multiply, reflecting an infection that had taken some time to develop. The pathologist determined that the cause of death was severe emancipation and neglect with extensive and severe scabies skin infection. It said that her skin looked like raw flesh and was described like something out of a horror movie. Those who conducted the autopsy said that as they cut away her clothing, bits of skin came away with it, as her flesh and clothing had fused together, and mites were found crawling all over her back. According to medical records, Debbie usually weighed around 10 stone. which is 140 pounds or 63 kilograms. At the time of her death, Debbie weighed just 3 stone and 10 pounds. This is 52 pounds or 23 kilograms. She was described as just skin and bone. Elaine was questioned by the police. She lied and told them that she had done everything she could for Debbie, but that she was ill and was refusing food. The police didn't buy a word of this. She was arrested and charged with manslaughter. Debbie's father Tom didn't find out right away about his daughter's death. Instead, he saw that she had died in a Facebook post. When he inquired further, he found out about the horrific way his daughter had died. Tom would later say that he was not allowed to give Debbie a decent burial. This was because Elaine was allowed to make arrangements. He told the media, "I managed to get half of her ashes and I buried her in a local church right next to my dad. At least I was able to do that for her." Tom went on to say, "Every time she saw me, her face lit up. All I can do now is try to remember the good times, but the good times have been marred forever
You should
by
have did
what
more,
happened."
bro. You should have fought to the end
Before
of
the
the
trial,
trial.
Elaine pleaded not guilty and tried to claim that she was innocent. There was overwhelming evidence that she had purposefully neglected Debbie and watched her slowly die in agonizing pain and misery, helpless to save herself. 10 days before the trial would take place, her lawyer urged her to change her plea to guilty. Realizing that this would give her a far more lenient sentence, she agreed. Elaine pleaded guilty. During the trial, Elaine spoke about her troubled upbringing as a means to justify her poor parenting skills and the neglect of Debbie.
Fuck out of here,
However,
bro.
no real explanation was ever given. Elaine never gave a reason as
just
to
was
why
an
she
evil
treated
bastard.
her own daughter in such a cruel way. When Elaine tried to pin all of her behavior on her upbringing, the judge told her that this does not offer an excuse for the way she allowed Debbie to die. Evidence was presented.
I go over a lot of piece of shits on this channel, my God. A lot of bitch made ass people, a lot of just evil son of a guns. My God, but she takes the fucking cake so far, my guy, until I come across another sick bastard, my guy. But anyway, big cousin, yeah, she takes the cake, my guy, for sure. Cause I do a lot, try to make this channel a lot of fucking laugh and giggles, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I'm gonna upload this video, you know what I'm saying? Damn, this one took a dark fucking story. Dark, nigga. Damn.
Presented, which showed how Debbie's condition deteriorated over many months. They showed how Elaine prepared Debbie for the pre-arranged visits from the doctor and social workers so that she appeared to be in better condition than she actually was. There was plenty of opportunity for Debbie to be saved, but instead Elaine tried her best to cover her tracks to allow her to continue to neglect Debbie. She obviously knew how to care for Debbie well enough to present her in an acceptable condition to the doctors, but once they left, she went right back to tormenting and torturing her daughter with neglect. The judge overseeing the case said, "You were her mother, she lived with you, and you were also paid for her care. The failures in your care of Debbie were so grossly negligent as to be criminal. You may be in denial, but you cannot pretend that this is not true. The condition in which Debbie was found shows that not only did you not do your best, but that you must have done absolutely nothing to care for her in the last days of her life. Instead, you simply abandoned her to die alone, in pain, and without nourishment in the most awful of physical surroundings. The suffering she must have experienced is readily apparent to anyone who has seen the photographs and read the papers in this case." Elaine was found guilty of manslaughter and was sentenced to 9 years and 7 months. Following Elaine's incarceration, the Solicitor General called for her sentence to be reviewed, as she believed it to be far too lenient. However, those who investigated the appeal stated that Elaine's guilty plea, her lack of previous convictions, her own personal difficulties, and the demands placed on her by being the sole carer of 4 children with additional needs led them to believe that the sentence was fair, backing up the judge by stating, "The judge in this case took the necessary care. Her
Saying 9 years. Saying 9 years. She's saying 9 years, bro. She's saying 9 years, bro, is too much, my nigga. You fuck, nigga, you deserve life. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, big cousin. 9 years, my nigga. I'm pissed that he gave you 9. You deserve life, my guy, for being a piece of shit mom. Shit, man. Fuck. That was sick. That was a sad one, bro. Sad one to watch, man. Fuck, bro. Rest in peace, Debbie, my guy. It's real. I failed you. So many people could have helped her, bro. Like, piece of shit doctors and all. Like, bro, the signs was there. Like, my God, man. Fuck, bro. Real is full of sick bastards, dog. Y'all boys stay safe out there, my guy. Keep a head up through the storm, my guy. Damn. It's on Turbo G, I'm out.